how exactly do you raise a family here in Hoboken? Well, come along with me today because I'm going to show you a standard day in the life of what I do. I'm just getting off my 24-hour shift here at the firehouse. Time to switch into dad mode, then real estate mode, then back to dad mode. We're going to go through what is convenient about this place as well as the things that are not so convenient about raising a family here. Stay along for the ride. Now this part is me walking the kids to school. There they are. Whoop. Man down. And my favorite part of the day is this. Taking them to school, talk about convenience, having grown up at the shore, being able to walk my kids to school every day because I live in a city is nice. This here is 4th Street Park. Now I don't have outdoor space at my apartment. So this place here becomes our backyard. And we'll get more into that later. But it's all about convenience, right? Thing number one is being able to walk the kids to school every day. And then afterwards you go and you get a cup of coffee. There's Mod Cup there. Empire Coffee is right up the street. The big thing here is 3 and 5. Hoboken has free pre-K 3 and 4 full day. So I drop them off at 8:25, pick them up at 2:25. That full day free pre-K 3 and 4 is so rare. We are one of a handful of towns that have that. So convenience factor wise, again, having that access to that free pre-K 3 and 4 is a huge, huge help, especially with 2 working parents and everything else. The conversations they have on the walk to and from school is bananas. All right, so the kids are dropped off now, and now it's from dad mode to real estate mode. I'm on my way out to Madison, New Jersey for an appointment. Don't worry, you won't catch much of the real estate mode. This is all about raising a family here. What I wanted to talk about was the convenience of having the pre-K 3 and 4 program is unbelievable, but I promised you guys the bad too, so I'm not going to lie to you. The drop-offs during bad weather, snow, rain, things like that, absolutely sucks. A little tip too is you can't really drop off because driving around this town can be quite difficult. The tip is school drop-offs are between 8 and 8:30ish, right? School usually starts by 8:30. The areas around the schools is an absolute nightmare to drive. So anything on Garden Street, between 3rd and 4th, between 8th and 9th is going to be brutal, or anywhere within like a 2-block radius of those 2 areas. On the back end of town on Monroe Street is rough around 2nd because all of the kids on their way to school, the crossing guards stopping traffic, it gets backed up. So in the mornings, if you need to be someplace, find a route that avoids those areas would be my tip. One of the biggest problems, my biggest pet peeves with this town, and the thing that drives me absolutely crazy, and it's not just me, is driving. So where I am right now is the corner of Madison and Observer Highway. This is typically backed up like crazy in the morning. My wife does the reverse commute, so she doesn't get into the city. She has to get out to Morris County. And it doesn't matter what time, what time she leaves, this is going to be backed up. So one of the hardest parts of living in Hoboken, frankly, is getting in and out of Hoboken. Right now, we're getting pretty lucky. We left at the right time. The morning commute traffic has already died down, but typically, regular traffic here is an absolute nightmare, and you want to probably plan at about 15 minutes getting out of town minimum. If you're leaving during high, commute times, if you have to drive anywhere and you have to get out of town, because this will drive you absolutely crazy, and I'm going to show you. So as promised, it's going to cover the good and the bad in terms of living in this town with kids. And one of the bad things is parking. I'm driving around right now looking for parking, and we all know that sometimes while everything is very convenient to walk, with little kids, sometimes you don't have a choice but to drive. So parking's definitely one of those cons. If you can get something, an apartment with a parking spot, obviously that solves that issue. It's not something necessarily that I will move out of town for, But I would be lying if I said that I don't get jealous when I go out to visit friends in the burbs and get to park comfortably on their street or pull directly into their driveway. By the way, if we haven't met yet, my name's Tom Worley. I've been helping people navigate the Hudson County real estate market for well over a decade. And if you are thinking about making a move and want to call this area home, you can go ahead and click the link in my description for a breakdown of living in Hoboken, as well as my free buyer's guide to kind of get educated on what that process looks like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, because I post videos like this about the neighborhoods in Hudson County, as well as home tours. So that's enough about the negative stuff. Let's get back to some positive stuff that involve the fun part of raising kids in this town. So fun fact, Hoboken is the birthplace of baseball, and this is the Little League field. I don't know that there is a better view to watch your kids play Little League in the entire country than the New York City skyline. Now, in the fall, when those leaves all kind of go, you have a direct view of the water. And this is at the edge of a park here. So you've got one playing baseball, you've got one here on the playground. I mean, it's just, this is a dream scenario for kids. And if you gotta struggle and watch your kids play Little League, there are worse places to do it than here. And for all my soccer families out there, don't worry, I've got you covered too. This is just below the Little League field, is one of Hoboken's many soccer fields with that view. Look at that. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? Getting to enjoy watching your kids play sports while looking at that. And you go right here to Blue Eyes, grab a bite after the game, and continue to enjoy the view. How could you not want to raise your family here? So it was just too hot to go to the park today, but we get nice ices right from the nice lady on the cart. A little fair warning, the lady is typically set up right outside the school. I swear it should be illegal for them to set up outside of school, but it is a nice Friday, so it was either this or ice cream in the park. So sorry I can't highlight them playing at the park and how nice that is, but it's just too damn hot. So we're gonna head home and get ready for a nice pizza party tonight. And now for our favorite part of the week, Pizza Party Friday. A tradition unlike any other. Look, raising a family anywhere is difficult. Raising a family in a city, sure, there are a lot of pros and cons, but my stance on this is we made a decision to raise our family in a city and have the kids fit into our lifestyle, not range our entire lifestyle around the kids. And we're very happy with that decision. So if you have any questions about possibly raising your family here, where are the good places to live and everything else, go ahead and drop a comment below. I'm happy to respond to those. Make sure to keep an eye out, subscribe, because I've got a video coming with my top 3 reasons as to exactly why I chose to raise my family in Hoboken.